Governor, can we talk to you for a few seconds?
Governor! Wait a minute, excuse me. Thank you.
I won't attack you, but hi.
All right, yeah.
I figure if I said I wouldn't, he would.
You got it. What's up?
Governor, Peter said you guys were talking about consolidating Lewiston and Auburn. What has to happen for that to happen, and is it realistic?
I believe it's realistic. I believe you got to get away from no, and you got to have a charter commission that has great representation of both cities. It cannot be a small group, and you got to have a whole lot of public hearings and explain what it is that you want to become. You got to have the same vision. If you don't have the same vision, you'll never happen.
Why do you think it's important to do it, to do the merger?
It's very costly to live in the Northeast. I think by consolidating here, I see a whole lot of things that could happen. There's no reason to have two public works directors. There's no reason to have two police chiefs. There's no reason to have two assessors. There's no reason to have a whole lot of twos. You could be sharing a whole lot of other things. For instance, in Waterville, Winslow, they each have a ladder truck. There's only one. Waterville's got a 100-foot ladder truck. It fits one building. Winslow has a 75-foot ladder truck, only fits one building. Why not the 100-foot, and you can use it in both cities? So the point is that if we want to be prosperous as a state and be a big player in the Northeast, then we have to do what other states have done and become prosperous. And Southeast, a good example. Mid-Atlantic states, a good example. Texas, the Dakotas, they're all learning that you can't stay in what you have. You got to grow, or you become ineffective and irrelevant.
One mayor, one city council as well, you think?
Oh, I believe so. Yeah. I see no reason why. They're all, everybody here. I lived here. I was born here. I have family here in Lewiston, family in Auburn. Not a big deal. No different than Waterville, Winslow. No different than Bangor, Brewer. You can still have your neighborhoods and your identity, but be part of a bigger program. I think the biggest success in America is in New York City. 5 boroughs, 1 city.
You want LA to become a model of this kind of...
I think LA, the people of LA, the economy of LA has taken some major hits over the last 40 years in loss of different industries. I think they could become very creative, very new, innovative, and start a new trend for Maine. Yeah, I think they're the ones that could do it the quickest and the best because they're resilient.
Would you like to see the death penalty for drug dealers?
Yes, absolutely. You could pick the source. I know that legal injection doesn't work. We've seen that in Oklahoma, we've seen it in other parts. You can't get the drugs. I don't care which way you do it, but let me tell you, I am sick and tired. I'm sick. I get depressed seeing that 5 people a week are dying and 3 babies a day are being born addicted to drugs or being affected by drugs. Folks, where's the outrage? Let's get mad, let's stop it. And how it's gonna stop is if we, the people, become the intel to law enforcement and we make it socially unacceptable, it will go away. How many people you know are smoking nowadays? I hardly know anybody that smokes. My wife won't let me smoke.
Are you submitting legislation to toughen the penalties?
Yes, I'm trying to get, I am trying to make, if we can trace the drug to the dealer, I'd like to make it a homicide. They put up a bill, they want to go to 4-year felony. I want to go to Class A felony, 20 to life.
Has that been done anywhere before?
I don't know, but you know, what is this about it's never been done? How the hell do you move ahead if you don't get things done? Somebody's got to be first.
Just wondering if there was any precedent legally.
Yeah, right here in Maine. Why not? Let me tell you something. 25 years ago, you didn't go to jail for vehicular manslaughter if you were drunk. Now you go to jail. Think about this. Somebody, I know of a man and woman that died the same night from the drugs they bought from one dealer, 2 homicides. I consider those 2 homicides. Now, I'm only taking the information from the medical profession that it is an illness. Well, the drug dealers are killing people that are ill.
Do you stand by the guillotine comment, or was it a joke? Or?
Yeah, it was a joke, yes. And it was because I'm French and I'm a history buff. So it was all about, if you don't want to use the guillotine, you pick the one of your choice. I don't care. But I really believe that Maine needs the death penalty.
You're
We
not
need it.
actually, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'd like to see the death penalty.
Yeah, but are you actually going to propose it?
No, not this session. Maybe next. Because this session, nothing I propose is going to get through. Nothing's happened the last 2 years. So why do I expect anything to happen now? But do I think that we need it? Folks, you should all be, instead of mics in my face, you should be going down the street and say, will you help us find the drug dealers? Will you help us get them out of state? If they, I'd like to make it so tough that they don't want to come to Maine. They stay in Connecticut, New York, wherever they're from, but don't come to Maine. I don't know if you read just recently, 33-year-old lady elected mayor in the city in Mexico. She's inaugurated on the weekend, her first day of office. At night, she comes in at 9 o'clock in the morning, she's gunned down by the cartels. I'm sorry, I don't believe that's appropriate. And I'll tell you, everybody in Maine, we have constitutional carry. Load up and get rid of the drug dealers. Because folks, they're killing our kids. Tomorrow it might be one of your friends, one of your relatives. It could be you, unknowingly. Who knows? You know, once they start addicting people, who knows what happens? It's just that we need to get rid of the drug.
No, you're not suggesting like a vigilante type of justice here.
No, sir. I'm smart.
I didn't want to go there, but you're telling
You
these guys
get
to
the
load
idea, I'll
up.
pass it by the legislature. No, I believe strongly that the Maine people, we've made smoking socially unacceptable. Why can't we make DV socially unacceptable? Why can't we make heroin unacceptable? So people don't want to have it, don't want to be around it. Vehicular manslaughter, we've made that socially unacceptable. Nowadays, people are very cautious about getting behind the wheel when they're drinking. So why can't we do that with heroin? Why can't we just be tough on the drug dealers? I'm very sympathetic for people and families that have someone that's addicted to the heroin. I really am, or opiates. But folks, letting them come up to 95 at 90 miles an hour isn't the answer. We've got to fight back.
Do you feel the medical profession is doing its part fully?
No. I think the medical profession needs to get stronger. The licensure boards have got to get much more tougher on the medical profession in the prescription piece, the prescription monitoring program. I think we need to make it mandatory, and if they don't want to participate, maybe we put their license in jeopardy. Look, I don't want to get in the dot between a doctor and a patient, but I don't want the doctor to addict people. You know, I went for a back surgery on an outpatient. They gave me a whole bottle of Oxycontin, never used it. It was back to work the next day. Now, not everybody's that stupid. They'll rest up and take some time, and I did go back too quick. But I didn't need the Oxycontin. There's other things you can do.
What are your thoughts about Senator Dutremble resigning?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he resigned.
See, you guys do bring some good news sometimes.
Yeah, he's
I don't know him,
he's
so I don't
battling
know.
alcoholism. So
Yeah, I don't know him. I don't know. So,
will you call for a special election then to fill a seat?
oh, absolutely. As soon as they let me know, if you want me to send me a letter, we'll call it. Sure.
Do you think that seat's competitive for Republicans?
I don't know. I don't even know who he's from.
It's in Biddeford.
Doubt it. You know, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Yes. Who would ever thought I could get elected in Waterville? And Waterville is about as blue as Biddeford. And I got elected there 5 times. So, yeah, everything's competitive. It's all about the right person.
Lewiston's pretty blue too, Governor.
I agree. I
Got
agree.
elected here again.
Yeah, and so yes, it's all about the person. You want to get elected, talk to the people.
Yesterday, your office confirmed that you're not delivering the state of the state in a traditional sense. You're giving a letter to legislature. What do you say to your critics who say that you're not fulfilling the duties of the job by foregoing that?
Well, wait a second. I don't think, how am I not fulfilling the job? This is just a photo op. The issue is I'm going to fulfill my responsibility of the state of the state. I'm going to do it in writing. And the fact is simply this. I have, for the last 5 years, given a state of the state. It has fallen on deaf ears for 5 consecutive years. Now I'm going to the people, and I'll tell you something. Town halls, whether you like it or not, folks, they're working. They are really working. And I know that you like to write colorful stories, but at the end of the day, let's see what happens. Next Wednesday, was it the second Wednesday in November? Let's see how the state looks then. I think they're working. People are getting the right information. We all have the right to our opinions. What we don't have the right is to make up our own facts. And that's what I'm doing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Governor.
Thanks, Governor. Let's go back. Maybe down, I guess. Yeah.